Alright, are you ready for Chapter 8? Electronic Commerce Payment Systems. Let's talk about how you can make a payment system in the online environment. Learning objectives of this course involve understand the shifts that are occurring with regard to online payments. Discuss the players and the processes involved in using credit cards online. Discuss the different categories and potential uses of smart cards. Discuss the stored value cards and identify under what circumstances they are best used. Describe the situations where e-micropayments are used and alternative ways for handling these situations. Describe the processes and parties involved in e-checking. Understand the major types of mobile payments. Describe payment methods. And in business to business electronic commerce, including payments for global trade. The payment revolution. Alright, before I even try to get into the chapter, let me show you something really interesting that happened to me. Okay, I'm a member of PayPal, paypal.com, and this is what it looks like. Okay, PayPal. Alright, so this is what PayPal looks like. I'm going to log in. And I can see my PayPal summary. Okay, let me move this guy a little bit up so that you know what website I'm looking at. Okay, I was into PayPal and I was also into I was sent an email that if you use Shop and Ship powered by Aramix and you use your PayPal account, you will get 10% off of every purchase, and your shipping and handling would be above, if it's above $100. There was some kind of discount they applied and it was too good, and I went into shop and ship, and I was really impressed because guess what, they offer me to purchase anywhere in the world: Turkey, South Africa, Italy, UAE, Canada, UK, USA, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan, Thailand, Germany, Spain, India, Singapore, China, France, and Malaysia. So I have all these countries to shop, but I live in UAE. This is where I live. How am I going to make sure that wherever I'm ordering for example, I have like a shop in Italy, what if they don't deliver to UAE? What do I do? This is where Shop and Ship comes in. Okay, just take a look at the tutorial.
Shop and Ship is all about making it easy to shop online around the world, so you don't have to worry about whether your favorite online store ships to where you live, or dealing with customs, or any of the other hassles of online shopping. When you sign up for a lifetime Shop and Ship membership, you get personalized physical addresses in major shopping cities like New York, London, Shanghai, Dubai, Mumbai, Istanbul, Hong Kong, Johannesburg, and Frankfurt. Shop and Ship. Buy it over there, get it over here. Browse shopandship.com to find out about other added value services that come with your lifetime Shop and Ship membership. So how does it work? It's actually very simple. First, register for a lifetime membership at shopandship.com. Once registered, you will have a number of personalized physical addresses around the world. Now you're ready to shop around the world. Visit your favorite online shopping sites and use your Shop and Ship address details at checkout and have it delivered at our facility. Once it reaches your SNS address, you will receive an email notification with all the tracking and payment details. You can then track your shipment's journey on our website, mobile apps, or tweet and track until it reaches you. Register for a lifetime membership at shopandship.com.
Alright, so if you notice, what they've done here is they have minimized the risk associated with purchasing online in such a way that, I am a PayPal customer. I trust PayPal. PayPal recommends Shop and Ship. Shop and Ship is actually a middleman. If the store that I'm ordering from does not transfer to my country, does not ship to my country, what I would do is, all I need to do is just have the store send it. For example, a store in Italy needs to just send my items to an address in Italy, and from that address the items are shipped to my country through Aramex. So this is something very new and very recent, very latest, and it's amazing how they have made things easier in the online environment. Why? Number one, only reason I can think of is payment methods are getting more secure and online shopping is getting more and more powerful with each day. So the payment revolution has come a very long way. If you look at that example, critical factors that come into play in determining whether a particular method of e-payment achieves critical mass is independence, interoperability, and portability, security, how safe is it, is the transfer, anonymity, divisibility, ease of use, transaction fees, and international support. So the PayPal system that I showed you here, that does a shop and ship, it's amazing. It came actually right in time. I was looking into it and I was like, I want to use this for my lecture with you guys. The popularity of electronic payment systems, especially with third-party electronic payment systems, we're going to discuss that shortly. What's credit card payments and third-party payments, and then what kind of the credit card as well as point system payments. All of these payments we're going to discuss in this chapter. And the popularity and the ease and convenience and international support is what makes an online payment amazingly popular, and a lot of mass conversion is involved. Okay, so anonymity is the capability of an online payment system to keep your information intact and safe. Okay, we discussed about that in the previous videos in the previous chapter 7, fraud and security in electronic commerce systems. Then transaction fees should be minimum as well. Ease of use, it should be very easy, as easy as any website that you use, any social media that you use. Easy to learn how to use it, easy to track. Your shipment method should be tracked. The transparency, all of these issues must be present. And the regulation systems should be at the minimum. Then using payment cards, online payment card, electronic card. Now let's move on to the concepts of this chapter. And as I explain a concept, I'm going to take your learning outside to the World Wide Web, the internet, and I'm going to use many examples to explain you what I'm talking about. Payment system. So payment card is the electronic card that contains information that can be used for payment purposes: credit cards, charge cards, and debit cards. So we all are familiar with these. Okay, wouldn't be surprised if somebody does has a card in the pocket right now. Using payment cards online, processing cards online, and authorization and settlement. The first thing that you do is you determine whether a buyer's card is active and whether the customer has sufficient funds. So whenever you try to make a payment online, the first thing that you need to do is, as a business provider, you need to check or verify whether the user's card has enough funds, or number one, even before that, whether the card is authentic. It's a true card. It's not a fake one. Settlement is transferring money from the buyer's to the merchant's account. Okay, using payment cards online, 3 basic configurations for processing online payments. The electronic commerce merchant may own the payment software. use a point of sale system operated by an acquirer, or could be a payment service provider. A payment service provider is a third-party service connecting a merchant's electronic commerce system to the appropriate acquiring bank or financial institution. A PSP must be registered with various card associations they support. Okay, so we're going to talk about these three systems in detail in this chapter. Own payment software is the payment gateway that is associated with your shopping cart. Point of sale systems is also something similar. It's like sliding your card in the machine, the card machine that reads your card and then authorizes as well as settles the payment. Then payment service provider is a third party online payment service provider, and PayPal is one of them. We're going to discuss more. Using payment cards online, fraudulent card transactions. Key tools used in combating fraud is address verification system. And AVS detects fraud by comparing the address entered on a web page with the address information in file with the cardholder's issuing bank. Okay, so they try to find out what kind of name, what kind of signature, what kind of bank account, everything associated with the card. So they verify the card, whether the card is being used by the right person by matching the address and many other checkpoints. Then you have a manual review as well, which takes longer, but in the end does verify whether the card is online or not, whether the card is valid or not. Using payment cards online, fraud screens and automated decision models. Card verification number detects fraud by comparing the verification number printed on the signature strip on the back of the card, CVN, okay, with information on the file with the cardholder's issuing bank. Let me show you what a CVN looks like. Okay, if you look at the CVN or CVV numbers, that's what they're called as well. For the Visa card, you find it right here behind the card. American Express cards, you find it right here. Okay, and different cards have different places where they place their CVN card numbers. Okay, so this is like a digit number, and it verifies the security of the card, and it's a very sensitive number. You should not share it with anybody unless and until you're making a payment, and it's used to verify whether the card is authentic or not. It detects fraud by comparing the verification number printed on the signature strip on the back of the card with the information on file of the cardholder's issuing bank. Card association pair authentication services, and then you have negative lists. You have cards that have authentication services, and there are many associations and services that offer authentication, and they are present at different points across the world where payments are occurring, and what they do is they just make sure that the card is authentic and no fraud is taking place. Then you have the negative lists, in which the cardholder's name is under the negative list, and it protects the purchase, it protects the customer, the other customers, as well as the shop itself from any kind of fraud or any kind of potential fraud that can take place if the person's name is on the negative list. Alright guys, let's stop the lecture here, and I'm going to continue in the next video. I'm going to talk about smart cards and many more. Take care.